They sit and decide, the diplomats decide your fate.
Yes.
And that's the end. So, yet we want a borderless Africa. Tell me, why are we going there?
So what are our options, you know, if we choose to go ahead with this particular case, and let's say we lose? What will it mean for us?
I think the time that they have given them now, Kenya should come back and put new strategies. One of the strategies is to make sure that Mogadishu accepts the discussions and goes back to the agreement that we had before in 2009 and 2012 or something like that, where it was signed by the presidents that were there. 2, we must increase international activism. Forget this legal route. This legal route, it is, Mama, you will cry tears. You will cry tears. We shall be landlocked if you go the legal route. The people there are bent. You see France left for the Somali to take over. The French president of the court left the Somali, pulled him up. And see what I mean. Have you seen the link now? So it is, there are very few judges there that can be very good to Kenya. So the best thing is we come back as African Union, using African Union institutions that are not bought yet by the French, because it is not the whole African Union bought. It is the chairperson, who is the puppet for the French on the African Union.
So in terms of the sharing, you've mentioned that we should consider sharing the resources. Do you think that is likely to happen? Is Kenya and Somalia likely to agree to that?
Did you know that someone has just sold something, hot air? Who knows there's oil there? How much oil is there? What about it if it is going somewhere else? Someone just sold this and got money. That's why I've gone to the Serious Fraud Department in London to ask Her Majesty's Serious Police to find out who paid these 50 million pounds to Soma Oil and Gas Holdings in 2014. How much was paid? Which bank it was banked from? Where was it drawn from? Who received it? If it's Lord Howard, sorry, you lose your lordship. I'm not bothered. I want the cases being opened and investigations are going on. They want to find out whether this money reached terrorists. You know, we might have paid these guys, and the guys paid the terrorists to kill British nationals. That one, I have a case there. If that case comes out, it is going to be a good case to learn, so that people learn exactly that picking money for the oil, which is not even known whether it is there, is going to kill Africa.
So there's no feasibility study that has been done to be able to tell whether there is oil or not?
Can I shock you?
Yes, please.
The same company that did feasibility study of the Prime Minister, of the current Prime Minister called Hassan Hariri, is the same company that sold the oil. They contravened British law. You can't do feasibility study and then do the real contract. That's it. I quoted them. Because Howard was a former Minister of Home Affairs. He bribed the police. He told the police to get off the case. Now he's no longer in power. I've gone back and I've asked Howard to be investigated. How did they close the case when you have a feasibility study doing the contract?
Okay.
It's a violation.
It's a violation. So in your view, how do you see this ending for Kenya and Somalia?
We shall win. Anything that I touch.
We, Kenya or Somalia?
No, we Africans. Because you should stop these countries. The Minister of Foreign Affairs of Kenya should now sound a warning to the United Nations Security Council that Turkey, Qatar, France are arming Somalia, are arming Mr. Faramijo to cause a war in this region. These diplomats should not only run around following the president, please. They should go and shout in this Security Council, write a letter. There is a war coming in here, a proxy war. And that war, anybody who has brain can see it.
Okay.
If you see jet fighters of the latest mechanism being given to Somalia to do what? Turkey is training secretly 1,000 pilots. Who in Africa has 1,000 pilots? What are they going to do? They're arming to kill us. So we have got to shout.
Are we likely to see Kenya and Somalia sitting down between now and June to come up with, you know, what you'd say is a solution that benefits both countries and ensures our security within the region?
If we remove Farimijio, yes.
That is where the solution lies.
That's one of the solutions. And I want to speak frankly. Me, I am not a, you know, I told you I'm not a diplomat. I speak frankly.
Yes.
Farimijio is a disgrace to this region. Therefore, the only thing, you remember I have 93 MPs who are my friends in Somalia. And I want to tell you frankly, I am the one who filled their forms for asylum in Britain. They are there in that parliament.
Okay.
If Farimijio does not come to table, the next cause is a vote of no confidence. I need 120.
So you'll be looking for those signatures.
It's not Kenya doing it. We are going to do it.
You'll be looking for those signatures.
No, I don't need signatures. They have already, there's a motion in the parliament challenging Mr. Farimijio. You saw the reports. For me, I put you to be eaten by international community. You have seen now today, IMF said what? The 4.8 billion dollars eaten by Farimijio. So you touch me, I touch you. That is my policy, Masanga. I'm touching Farimijio, give me 6 months, he won't be in power. And if he doesn't change his policy so that he talks to Kenya, I'm not talking on behalf of Kenya government.
Yes.
I will talk it in London, in BBC, in Sky News, anywhere. Yes. I will tell him he is not a good man. We have lived with Somalia for a long time. Why are we fighting today? We have sent troops to pacify Somalia. Surely, America, are you not ashamed? There is a point I want to make before we go.
All right, our time is up.
There is a point I want to make before we go.
Yes.
Why is it that America refused to proscribe Al-Shabaab as a terrorist group? Tell me one reason, Mr. America. Tell me, why should we not cry? We don't have anybody anywhere to cry. Masanga has to cry for Africa.
Okay.
These guys have killed us here.
Okay.
And you don't call them terrorists? You refuse a motion in the Security Council? What interest does America and France have in this place? They are bringing a war.
Okay, thank you very much. Unfortunately, our time is up. We do appreciate you finding time to come and just shed light on some of the options that we have.
On this subject, don't bring in half-baked operators. Bring them people whom we can exchange views. Even the Somali ambassador, if he has any right to discuss it, let him come.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much, David. We appreciate your time.
Thank you very much.
Of course, we have been discussing the ongoing row between Kenya and Somalia. Of course, the court has since pushed the public hearing to next year in June. Obviously, a lot of issues are going on behind the scenes as Kenya and Somalia try to find a compromise in this particular border maritime dispute. Well, I have been talking to David Matsanga, who is a political strategist and international activist, just putting into perspective some of the things that he is doing in this particular case. This is where we put a cap on perspective, but of course, sports news is up next with Daniel Wahome, so stay tuned.